Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Great Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dave Russell. Well, join us Thursday at the Wyandotte County Fair, thanks to Nature's premium liquid fertilizer since 1946. On Friday, we'll be broadcasting from the Wyandotte County Fair, thanks to Ag Credit. Trade is linking into the economic and political landscape over the coming months. Listen Wednesday as we talk with Ohio Corn and Wheat to find out how, with low prices, low demand, and high supply, we need to use trade as a way to sell corn. Well, 20 Ohio Farm Bureau leaders have been named to the 2024 Ohio Farm Bureau Federation Policy Development Committee. That committee collects and organizes public policy recommendations from county farm bureaus and presents the final policy suggestions to be voted on by Ohio Farm Bureau delegates during the state's annual meeting in December. Well, Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack on Monday gave visiting Farmers Union members a progress report on new USDA packers and stockyards rules.
We've actually proposed 4 rules, and we're working on a 5th. The first 2 rules, the transparency rule that primarily in the poultry line, basically requiring more information from those that we're doing business with, the integrators, so that you know that you're doing business with somebody that's going to be able to do what they say they're going to do. That rule's final. The market integrity rule that basically said you can't discriminate, you can't retaliate, that rule is final. The poultry tournament rule that basically tried to create a leveler playing field and a fairer tournament system, the comment period ended on August the 6th of this year, so we're just in the process of reviewing those comments, and the goal is to get that finalized before the end of the year. The fair competition rule and harm to competition, which is a big one, the comment period on that ends up this week, 9/11, Wednesday. And once that, we'll get all the comments, we'll assemble them, we'll analyze them, we'll polish the rule up a little bit, and then propose it for final. And again, the goal here is to try to get all this done before the end of this administration.
Drawing attention to the worsening economic conditions impacting the nation's food growers, over 300 national and state groups like the National Corn Growers Association sent a letter to congressional leaders about the need for a new farm bill. The group stressed the significant need for a new farm bill before the end of 2024, saying it's critical that Congress pass a new farm bill that strengthens the safety net as many producers are facing multiple years of not being profitable, causing their overall financial situation to deteriorate. Illinois farmers are paying record-high cash rents this year, and they aren't the only ones. USDA's annual cash rent survey puts Illinois' average at $269 per acre for non-irrigated cropland. It's the 3rd consecutive record-breaking year. While Illinois does have some of the highest countywide cash rent averages in the Midwest, they are not the highest. On average, the USDA cash rent survey says Iowa farmers pay $276 an acre. And Alexis Taylor, USDA's Undersecretary for Trade and Foreign Agricultural Affairs, has arrived in Ho Chi Minh City to launch a USDA-sponsored agribusiness trade mission. Taylor's delegation includes officials from 60 U.S. agribusinesses and farm organizations. The markets are next.
While you're out at the Farm Science Review this year, be sure to stop out and see the Ohio's Country Journal and Ohio AgNet crew at our Red Barn located at the corner of Corn and Market. You can visit with our team, enjoy some freshly popped popcorn, and get some free giveaways and renew your Ohio's Country Journal subscription for a chance to win a giant TV. There will be games for the whole family, and you can watch a live recording of our Ohio AgNet podcast and the midday and afternoon broadcast from the Farm Science Review. We'll be visiting with folks from Home and Equipment, Morton Buildings, and even talking mental health. That's at this year's Farm Science Review. Be sure to stop out and say hello. 4.8 million. That's the number of acres of soybeans planted in Ohio, making it the state's largest crop. Hi, this is Dusty Sonnenberg, host of the Ohio Field Leader Podcast, a production of the Ohio Soybean Council and Soybean Checkoff. Join me as I visit with agricultural leaders and researchers to discuss soybean production, best management practices, precision ag technology, and environmental and water quality topics. Listen wherever you get your podcast, the Ohio Field Leader Podcast.
The market's brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, December corn 404 1/4 down 3. March 2025 corn 423 1/4 down 2 3/4. November soybeans 997 1/4 down 20 3/4. January 2025 soybeans 1015 1/4 down 20 1/4. December wheat 574 1/4 up 5 3/4. At the Mercantile Exchange, October cattle 176.32 down 60 cents. October hogs 78.55 down 25 cents. October feeder cattle 235.40 up 67 cents. This is the Ohio AgNet.